All right, what's going on, everybody? The moment has finally arrived. Basically, tonight's mission objective is to just play with these new guns, but first, we gotta try out the new 300 on a Red Deer grind. I mean, this gun's a grinder's dream. I mean, we gotta check it out. So far, I've not noticed anything game breaking. Knocking on wood here. This thing is so just what we've needed, to be honest. Oh, there's a new 9. That's a new 9. We're not going to shoot him. We're going to let him live. We're going to take out his big brother here. That guy just standing there. I was going to say, we'll shoot him as well, but not the best performance. They didn't give us the shot opportunities we needed, though. But, oh. We're getting ran over here. On to the next. You know what I should do is shoot that 9 with the new 4570. That way we can go ahead and claim that we got a diamond with it. Every trigger pull, that thing turned on us. That's nice. I have noticed, I don't know if it's just me, maybe I never noticed it before, but there's just the slightest bit of weird movement with the scope. I don't know if I've just never noticed that or if they added that. We'll see if I am good enough for the gun here. I don't know. We've been kind of struggling the last couple. You know, I painted it black, which looks cool, but to be honest, the base skin on this gun is pretty awesome. I like it. There's my other 9. Not going to shoot him. This is for science. Iron sight sounded pretty good too. Watch us get a great one, Red Deer, and we have to shoot it with a 4570. I'd kind of be happy with that, to be honest. I'm not making this up. That's another new 9. Now, I know for a fact he's going to be a troll. But literally, so I had one run through with this before I went live. And the first one that I knew about, but these other two we just seen, those were brand new. That's interesting. Anyway. Let's see what she does to this old feller. Accurate. Unfortunately, we did shoot enough to spook these guys. I was actually surprised we hit that guy on the move because that's kind of a... I almost wonder if they upped the bullet velocity in 300 a little bit. In that question and the answer stream that they had today, they did talk about how it's easier to tweak like the ballistics and stuff when you introduce a new weapon versus going back and fixing the ammo. Alright, I don't see Jack Squad over there, so... I've honestly not been making very good shots. 9 times out of 10 when I hit them with this thing, they die instantly. Oh, that's interesting. Not only did we hit it, we got a vital organ hit. Huh. I hit exactly where I was hoping. Oh my goodness, I forgot. They're allegedly fixed accuracy, so in theory your bullet should go where you're aiming. Compensating for bullet drop and all that fun stuff, of course. That could have been... Because I would have never imagined actually getting a vital hit if I were, say, using like the 7mm. New gun is called the Arzina 300 mag tactical. You know what? We can look at it up close and personal here. I do think I am going to actually revert this back to its stock color. I think I like it better, which is weird. There she is, 300 Win Mag, semi-automatic. It's pretty litty titty, and they also added the 4570 handgun. They tweaked the 4570. Actually, what I'm super curious about too is just how good that 454 is going to end up being. Actually, just for science, let's go ahead and pull this bad boy out now. Watch this crap. Alright, so obviously I kind of figured that was going to drop him instantly. This gun's insane anyway, but watch the reload. Look how... the lightning kind of signifies how fast that was. Couldn't have planned that any better. That was kind of neat, not gonna lie. See what this thing did. Oh, we got a perfect neck shot. Well, you know, hey, we got it down. All right, let's back out, do one more run through. Go eat you some grub, FPS. The gun I'm actually most excited for is that 10 gauge semi-automatic. I'm really hopeful we get into a Reventuli Coast and RIP to it, because yeah. Oh, did we actually end up missing that? I mean, he's going down, but it's our 9. We don't want to shoot him. Then after this run through, we're going to have to see if we can find ourselves a Reventuli Coast. I'm hoping with the update being out, there's going to be more servers. That's odd. That last one was on me. We pulled the shot just a little bit. Hey, did you hear about the new update, Call of the Wild? It's got a 10 gauge semi-automatic shotgun. Honestly surprised they didn't kill it to be like that close. Riggs! Just finishing up this run through, and then we're gonna hit the old Rev Coast and hopefully get a good one. It'd be kind of cool to get my Diamond Ptarmigan with the new 10 gauge. I'm gonna have to test this thing out. I don't know if I want to have the sight or not. I did take this thing to the shooting range, and it was capable of firing well over 100 yards and making it on paper. So there's our other 9. There's an 8. Well, he's down. Let's make sure we didn't shoot the 9 accidentally. Yeah, that's insane, Rix. And here you were, man, worried about the update kind of, you know, setting you back potentially, and boom. I don't think all my red deer are here. There we go. There we go. Notice how fast that dropped it with just a double lung. Got him. Nah. We'll save that for the real world. I want to see what this thing does against moose. I'd never think you'd have any of that before I got a red. Because I started grinding a long time ago. Alright, if we've got one close enough, it's the last one. Might as well try out the pistol as well. We know the revolver worked quite nicely. I don't know if we're going to be able to make this shot or not. It depends on the penetration. In theory, it's got the oomph. But in practice, we could have made a bad shot, but I don't know. This is certainly the one I've been the least enthusiastic about. I do have the rifle version, but I'm not sure that there's a difference outside of magazine. We may ditch that for probably the 22. Going to rev here. And then something, of course, to shoot raccoon dogs with, which I guess we could, in theory. Well, no, we can't use the 10 gauge because it doesn't go down to class 2. So what's nice, though, about these new guns, because it does add that kind of build diversity to what loadout you even want to bring, because there's so much, you know, choice. Okay, level 22 if we don't get kicked. Not seeing any need zones. This looks good on the outside. Again, depending on if we get kicked. But let's go ahead and actually get rid of the Coachmate. We'll keep the 4570 pistol. We're going to keep the 454 because, well, the speed loader. We've got the shotgun. Can we fit the 22 Virant? Can. Actually, no. The 22 is super useful, especially when you're trying to get stuff to turn around, but I kind of want to see if we can squeeze in the 243 instead. Just to get, and we may actually end up putting the other pistol, and we got kicked. So we took too long on the inventory navigation there, unfortunately, but that's what we're going to do. We're probably going to throw the other handgun, 243, on there. That way we can shoot those raccoon dogs. And lynx. Oh, I guess we have to click find game in order for it to find game, eh? Same game. Now let's see if we can hurriedly get what we want out here. Actually, we can still just straight up carry the 243. That's good. Alright. Let's go test out what I really want to test out. This bad boy. So, here we are, Reventuli Coast, the new weapons pack in hand. I'm really been itching to use this 10 gauge shotgun. Obviously the 300 is super exciting, but I love shooting waterfowl, and this gun I think is going to be a super game changer. Not that the 300 isn't. That thing is insane. We're obviously going to use it. I'm very curious to see just how good it does on moose, because they're pretty tanky. And honestly, I have easier luck dealing with bison and buffalo than I do moose. So we'll see. Really not sure which direction I want to go here. We obviously want to try to find some ptarmigan. You know what? I was in the shooting range earlier today, kind of playing with this a little bit, and it's very capable, seemingly up to 100 meters. I don't think we hit that, but it might take some getting used to as well. I mean, I'm used to using the 12 gauge, so. And it could just be because I didn't have the reflex sight on there. Because if this thing can really reach out there and touch them, this is going to change waterfowl hunting 100%. And you're going to be seeing me taking all kinds of wonky shots just to really put these things to their test, see what they're capable of. You're also going to see me miss some probably pretty easy shots as well. We just got a hit on that dude with the 10 gauge. I don't know how far that was. We'll have to find out. He's obviously dying pretty slow because we just hit him at a ludicrous range with a pellet. Let's keep him rendered in here. Hopefully he doesn't go over the water too much. I'm really curious to see just how far he was when we actually hit him. And unless they fix it with this update, we want to keep him within render because there's a chance he actually disappears or converts back into the robots and then you can't get him. Did he land in the water? He unfortunately did. I don't know if I want to wait that long, but then again, this could give us the opportunity to try and hit more shots like that.
The 50 cal.
I mean, this gun feels good. Actually, after last night's incident, we're going to go ahead and just mute everybody, just in case. Barrel on this thing's huge. Was that guy out there on a thing that you can actually walk out to? I bet he is. Well, that's frustrating. Let's go ahead and just, I guess, walk this. We may run into something. Or is he just floating so slowly it seems like he's not moving at all? We've got another potential opportunity here to just test the absolute range on this thing. These are actually a little far. I doubt very seriously we can actually hit that, just because that first one was way, way closer. We're going to try it though. Now, if you notice, they did spread out, meaning we got somewhat close. I can definitely tell, though, not having a 22 could hamper my playstyle just a little bit with this hunt, because I see some ducks, and normally I would pull that 22 out and try to pick them, but we're going to have to try to get close. And who knows, at some point, Rix and I are obviously going to go to my Reventuli Coast and just hammer the ducks. Maybe even tonight. I don't know. We'll see how tonight goes. This is excruciating, though. I expected more stuff to fly overhead, you know, and we'd shoot it and it'd be cool, but we're being avoided. Probably because we're literally standing up in the middle of hunting pressure. That's a clean hit right there. I'm gonna have to get used to the velocity of these pellets in comparison to the 12 gauge, but honestly, that was impressive. I don't know if the 12 gauge could have done that. So here we are at 110 meters. We hit that goose with 5 pellets. All in the wings, no body shots, but that's honestly really, really good. I see how it is, Rix. Just curious as to where this guy went. Not a bad gold. We hit him with 1 pellet at 58 meters, so who knows? We just got to get some more time in, trigger time with this gun. It's now outside of finding out what those ducks are. There's really no point to go around this lake. I want to get down in here, but... well... The game heard me. Part of me, if this is going to continue to happen, wants to go to my own Ratatouille Coast. Rix and I do have a moose grind set up on there, but part of me is okay if we were to go through and just hurt some whitetail zones a little bit. Now we've got a black screen. Just typical. Hopefully she's just loading and not crashing. What's going on, Colton? And we get kicked this second we join. Outstanding. Well, the gamer tag that kicked us there. Oh no, I was about to be very rude. I'm glad I wasn't. Words you say you cannot take back. Hopefully we can get this out of the way early. Well, this isn't Ratatouille Coast at all. I don't think there is any, man. Bad content creator reward. I need to actually still go and read the actual patch notes to everything they actually changed with the pistol packing update. I know the bullet points, but I don't know some of the minor fixes and whatnot. Oh, that's not a good sign. Starting multiplayer services. We're gonna have to do a hard restart. I bet there's a ton of people playing though. Which is good. I hope this update and hope this pack gets some of those that have been on the fence or haven't been around, come back in. Emerald Coast is kind of the obvious choice to really flesh these guns out, but honestly everyone else is doing it, so I don't. Call me a contrarian. No, we don't want any. We don't want any. I feel like every time we get in a server, it's simply a ticking time bomb before we get kicked again. Luckily this time, we've got our loadout set up. It is whitetail drink time. Oh my goodness. Is this what tonight's going to be like? If it is, Ricks, I'm down to hunt my rev. It's more controlled, honestly. I could use the respawns. Shoot, I could have respawns on there. I don't know. We can kind of sort of grind when it's time for moose, you know? We'll give it one more chance. We'll give Rick a chance to find us one. Looks like we're going to have to. We got another black screen unless we're getting lucky just to load in long enough to see Raventuli Coast. Okay, there we go. That kind of seals the deal. The game hard lockup. Is this just regular Call of the Wild woes, or is this new update woes? It's not a good look. Alright, so because multiplayer wouldn't cooperate whatsoever, we're now on my very own Raventuli Coast. The only fortunate side of that is I don't play it enough to actually like kind of season it, so we might not find anything at all on here. I have no idea, but it's going to give us a good chance to really flesh out these guns. I mean, we've got more geese flying in straight at us here. They're well within range, I think. Maybe not. Actually, we, in fact, hit that guy. I think. Which one of them was it? I'm pretty sure we hit one of those. Could be wrong. Kind of let time naturally progress here. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. It's going to be whitetail drink time. That'll be moose. Fortunately, we have nothing new to really test out on raccoon dogs. Okay. Got us a moose call out. Well, we won't shoot moose unless they're big until it's time to shoot moose. Just because I do have an active moose grind going on this map. Just in case. Got some ptarmigan taken off. I'm going to attempt this shot even though there's a bunch of stuff in the way. Maybe we'll hold off. This right here is what I've been waiting for quite some time, just to see what this 10 gauge does to these pesky ptarmigan, if we can get them to come back up. And because it is my map, at least, you know, that little teeny tiny level 1 is going to count towards respawn, so I'll take it. Ooh, that's a big rabbit right there. I'm trying to close the distance here on this rabbit. It's a max weight estimate 2. Likelihood of it making it 0, but there's our first rabbit with the 10 gauge shotgun. It is a gold. 5.17. That's a big gold. I'll take it. Not the best test of accuracy and damage, obviously, but, I mean, had there been more rabbits, we'd have been able to get those follow-ups pretty quickly. This could be an interesting test for our 454 here. Just to see how much they actually changed the weapon. He is going down. But here's what's interesting. We've got one in the chamber. Let's go ahead and hit that reload button. That speed loader is in action. That is crazy. That's game changing. I need to pull out some of the smaller weapons like the 357, which in theory is capable of shooting raccoon dogs. That could be interesting. And unfortunately, I didn't show it off the best what this gun's truly capable of now, too. So let's just pretend like the bear's coming at me again. Oh no, he's gonna eat me. That's pretty insanely fast. On top of the reload. I'm calling it now. This is going into a lot more loadouts than before. Now that it's whitetail drink time, I really want to put the 4570 to the test. This is a gun that may potentially try to replace the 7mm, allowing us to carry guns like this. I don't know yet. To be honest, this one never particularly interested me. I am curious, though, to see just how much more effective 4570 is on, you know, whitetail, stuff like that. That is, of course, if we can find any. It is my own Reventilli Coast, after all, and to be quite honest, the spawns are so broken on this map, I'd be shocked to see any whitetail at all. We do have a Western Keeper Keeley out here. I mean, we're not going to not shoot him. Ooh, he's aggressive. He doesn't know, though, that we've got a 10 gauge. Got another bird taking off here. Just kind of yeeted that. New shotty's awesome. It's me who's not awesome. We did hit a goose earlier at well over 100 meters with birdshot with it, so that was pretty nice. I just got to get used to where exactly to hold over aim at. Kind of flew pretty far after shooting him. They do not. They added shotgun shells just for it. Here's our first chance of some whitetail with the 45-70. Unfortunately, there's nothing big down there except for that guy, but he's right about that 200 meter mark. And I'm really curious to see, this is a typical grind range, I would say, just how effective this gun is. It immediately killed him. That's a good sign. I mean, that straight smoked him. Don't you just love walking around lakes? If only they could add a way to swim. Now, let's see what exactly happened here. A double lung is what brought him down. That's good to see. What's going on, Nathan? The whitetail are down here. The wind is not in a great position, if they're even here. Now, I'm not lying to you guys when I say my spawns are just wacky, wacky bad. There we go. Alright, got another whitetail here. Frontal angle, not the best angle. We can get around here. It's a hit. He is dropping. I'm curious to see just how much that bullet went through. If we hit anything important, he's going down. We can check to see if we've got vital blood. At that range, with it being a whitetail, I'd really like to see at that angle this gun be able to penetrate pretty much anything and still hit at least a single lung. If not, I don't know. I mean, obviously you should always wait until they're broadside to get a good shot, but sometimes that doesn't happen. And if it can't perform in a scenario like that, where I don't see any vital blood, it could be underwater. Oh man, well, I appreciate you stopping by. We're not? Where the heck did this thing's body go? Oh, well, there's the blood trail. It's got a medium bleed rate. I'm pretty sure if there is vital blood, it's under the water. We couldn't find it, but I'm kind of hoping that we did actually drop it alone. Alright, here's our dude here. Let's see what exactly happened. We actually aimed and hit high, so that wasn't too fair. We hit him right in the spine. So I guess that was an accuracy issue, not a gun issue. But now, the coup de grace, the moment of truth. Let's see what this 300 does. I don't know why we're changing time backwards this far this way. Oh, they're there. Okay. Now, obviously, the new 300 is pretty good, and I definitely used it against some red deer just for grinding purposes, which I'm pretty sure is the intention of this gun, is kind of a grinder's, you know, dream. I'm really curious how good it does up against moose. He's on the move. We want to wait on him. I want to try to make good shots that I would normally take with the bolt action 300. We were able to pull off both the shots. He's already down. This guy was actually over 300 meters. Let's try an on the move shot. That looked like a hit. But you can see the follow-up capabilities of this thing is just insane. And unfortunately, that other guy's floating to us, so gonna just wait on that. Not really. We're moving right along here. Oh no! What just happened? Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, I thought that was... Why is everything in the planet running away right now? What is going on here? We got whitetail, we got moose, we got gunshots. I guess in order to actually shoot the moose, we've got to have bullets in the gun. He's down right there. Couldn't quite get the follow-up with that second guy, but just the fact that we're even... That is a giant moose. 245 to 299. Let's look at his brow tines here. If he's got decent shovels, he's actually got a chance at making diamond. Just let him get into his need zone. Unfortunately, there is some hunting pressure there. But I think this is going to be worth it. He's definitely got shovels. They're kind of small, though. It's showing him at 310 meters, and I don't believe it. Let's go ahead and check. Nope, it was spot on accurate. Let's get a better position here, right at 300 meters. And now he's on the move, of course. This is not going to make it easy, but... Apparently didn't get a good hit on him. Rix now has a pretty large moose headed his way. Oh yeah, I forgot about the whole customizing your binos thing. Well, we're gonna have to flavor them up a bit. So our moose isn't dead yet. That's how tanky they are. Well, I don't know. He could be. Rix is shooting some waterfowl right now. Might have erased some hunting pressure. Let's see if we can find his blood trail. Rix being up here doing that shooting could actually be super beneficial to us because it's going to keep that moose on this side. I'd say scopes are coming, man. If they can do binos, they can definitely do scopes. They need to do scopes. If they're not going to add new ones, they need it to where they can at least look different, or at least match your weapon aesthetic. It'd also be cool, excuse me, if they added like scope accessories, you know, like maybe some scrim or something you could put on there. We're right on Rix right now. He's 400 meters up the hill. He should have eyes on our moose. That's odd. This guy must have just kept on a truckin'. It looks like he stopped bleeding. Was kind of hoping that he'd be down there with her. Oh, was that him? I don't think it was. He wasn't quite big enough. What's going on, Darren? I have no idea where this dude went. We gotta find him. This is last poop, and this is typically where tracks just disappear at. My gut's telling me he went right to try to kind of naturally return to his need zone, or at least his like zone, just his home range. But I don't know. He could have fled left, went right. There's no telling. Unless we can pick up his tracks again down here, but I don't see him. I did see that male moose down here, and I couldn't quite tell what it was. So maybe it was him, but I don't think it was because it wasn't that big. Little rats. Double rats, we just picked up the wrong track. It's amazing. Honestly, it's amazing. After we shoot a couple more moose with this 300, Rix and I think we're going to do kind of a throwback Tuesday and go shoot all the waterfowl that we can with this new 10 gauge. Side by side in action, it's going to be crazy. Dude is just on a flat out run. Okay, this guy is just running wild. Is it even worth chasing down? The problem is that Lynx is right here, and so that probably caused him another, you know, sprinting spree. At this point, well, no, there's nowhere really to close the fast travel to. We're just going to have to stay on him. Truth be told, at this point, I mean, I do know, and everyone at this point should know, that 300 is insane. I really want to see what it does with the fellowship on the move. Exactly this scenario here. We've got a wounded moose. We need to bring him down. Is this gun capable of doing it when he's constantly being spooked? We just, you know, hypothetical scenario, we're in multiplayer, it's diamond potential animal. We don't know if we're going to be able to get it, so we got to make those risky shots. This is going to be a good test for that. Honestly, I'm pretty sure that Link's just spooking our moose even further there, so we had to take care of business. That is the wrong moose track. That's a 545, not a max weight moose track. There he is. Okay, so I'm hoping he's right up here. Wind is blowing right there. I wish I had somewhere closer. Maybe we could, I don't know, if he's just right here. That's a really big grouse. Okay, slight detour on the moose. We're going to attempt to get this grouse with the 10 gauge shotgun. We did get a hit. With an estimate like that, I'm hoping it's worth the diversion from our moose. Got a whole flock coming in here. Think we're just gonna round 2 try it with the moose. He survived. Big gold, unfortunately. Got another decent grouse. I just love how snappy that shotgun is. I'm just going to kind of keep running down this hill naturally. Even though we lost his track, he's going this direction. I don't want to give up on him fully, but also don't want to, like, all-in commit. We can get him in, like, visual range. I don't care about range. We'll throw a light at him. Then again, he's alive, he's well. We don't want to risk pushing him into another zone. We are actively moose grinding on here, so I don't want to screw anything up that bad. Bunch of female moose. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Decided to give up on one level 4 diamond potential moose, and we've got yet another one. This one's a much smaller estimate than our first one, but maybe we can actually make a better shot. And oh my goodness, he's flying away from us here, ladies and gentlemen. What the heck? And unfortunately, through superpowers, obviously, he too has survived, or was left unscathed. Now, granted, he was pushing almost 300 meters, but we got the other one without issue. I'm going to go ahead and say the fact that our guy took flight. Santa Claus called him home, and in fact, oh, that's not him. I was hoping it would be. That would have been real interesting. Not sure what happened there. That was wild. I'll say this, boys. That new 300 sent that moose straight to the Lord. Oh, didn't mean to negligently discharge it. Going on, Statler? All right, here's this guy, and he ran just about as far as I'd expected it to with the 300. Curious about shot placement. It was actually picture perfect. Nailed him at 274 meters. Unfortunately, I guess the gun is strong enough. It instantly sent that moose to the great one in the sky there. But yeah, I have no idea what happened to that. That's back-to-back big moose we lost out on. The first one was certainly user error. That second one, divine intervention. I have no idea where those rounds went. No clue. Alright, we're going to try it one more time here against the legendary moose and see what we can do against some waterfowl. The fact that you're able to do that, though, is pretty wild. We can just keep putting it on them. Flip side of the coin, though, they still ran pretty far. The one downside to moose too, man. You gotta track them down after you shoot them. It's not like everything else where you shoot them once and they just drop it, unless you take your time to get a hard shot, of course. But if you single lung a moose, even if you double lung them, they're just going and going and going and going. Now, it is a little unethical because this moose is just hanging out right here. But I am curious what the 4570 does against a moose. That's a hit. She's not dropping in health yet. Pick up our other moose. It's a vital hit, obviously. What the heck is up with me and my tracking here lately? It's been pretty bad. This is just a cow, but I'm curious to see what it does, or what it did. It's actually a big female brown bear. There she be. So we're about 50 meters or so, actually 70 meters. Just managed to get a single lung. It did bring her down. No quick kill bonus, but I mean, loadout wise, you can definitely throw it in your loadout and kind of play around with it. That's interesting that it did take her out. What I'm curious about though, for this test, we don't need any other gun. This is honestly what I've been looking forward to doing the most ever since they announced the fact we're getting engaged out. Actually, I just realized that I may have the max amount of tents on this map, and I may not be able to actually place this. Son of a gun. Good, we can place it. Looks is already shoosting something. Here it is, the moment I've been waiting so long for. The 10 gauge in action against some waterfowl here. I'm terrible with it. Gonna need some practice, obviously. Go, finally. The range on this shotgun is pretty crazy. really not sure where to hold over at with this gun. All right, here we go, here we go, here we go. There we go. I think we're finally starting to get the lead of this gun down just a little bit. Bullet velocity is definitely slower than the 12 gauge. I don't know where my shots are going. I don't know, Statler. We just got this waterfowl blind set up and everything, and it's doing pretty good. It's not even early morning either. That's like the best time. And there you just keep coming, folks. Now, obviously, we're not spotting any of these as they're flying in. All right, I'm going to go ahead and say it now. This gun is a detriment to any and all waterfowl. That's a hit. Did we kill them all? I'm not quite sure how many birds we have on the ground right now, but it's quite a few, and we've not been spotting any of these, so there could be a potential diamond or rare that we don't know about. But I can still hear birds flying around us. We just gotta let them come back in here. Here we go. This is insane. Another group coming overhead here. This gun definitely has way more range than the 12 gauge, but the bullet velocity is noticeably slower, and the range on it is far more, but honestly, I don't know. cannot believe I'm just blinding Ricks with a flashlight right now. I can't believe just how it is a struggle kind of getting used to that slow bullet velocity, but I get the hang of it. This gun is going to be devastating. We did get a hit on that guy. And we just got a hit again. Way out there. Jeez. I might like this thing actually better without the red dot. We're putting some lead down range, I'll say that. That was probably way too far out of range, but hey, you gotta test it out, you know? Trying to find that holdover is pretty hard, I'm not gonna lie. The bullet velocity on these shells are so much slower than the 12 gauge that's the catch that I was wondering if there would be with the 10 gauge. Because they've had the same velocity that the 12 gauge had. This thing would be pretty OP. Should say, the fact that we can't spot them with the iron sights means they're still pretty far. Alright, so now we're going to collect our harvest before we change time just to try to get some respawns here, but we got to be careful, make sure there's no diamonds or rares that we haven't shot yet. And of course now we're going to be setting down our... This is where having the dog would be nice. It's unfortunate that they're broken in a multiplayer setting. Mostly females that we're hitting here. I mean, come on now. Gotta go find the bodies. Got even more birds coming in. These are probably the fresh respawns of the dudes that we just shot. All right, let's see what a time change brings us here. Oh, here's a whole bunch more bodies that floated up. Collect those guys real quick. Piebald mallard. Not rare at all, but... This is an insane amount of fun, I'm not gonna lie. If you haven't done this yet or tried this yet, even if you don't have the new 10 gauge, I highly recommend it. Have a weird lull. It's fine. You need to give my shotgun time to cool off here. Shouldn't be too disappointed though. I mean, we did shoot countless amount of birds there. So the respawns are obviously going to be just a little wonky. However, we do got some coming in now. Boy, I'm terrible with this gun though. Definitely experiencing a lull. Maybe they don't like the rainy weather. You're super rare? That is awesome. Congratulations, Speedy. If anyone deserved it, it's you, man. Man, how long is that? That is... And that's awesome. That's crazy, Speedy. Well, hopefully I can get my... Maybe you getting that means I can get my great one now. There, finally. Man, you know... Isn't it crazy though that like you can get all these great ones and then like that one thing is just will always be so elusive. Meanwhile, I get a super rare to spawn and I ruin it. Then again, I guess if you're at proper shotgun ranges, it does fine. But it's a 10 gauge. I want to try to hit these things at like 80 or 100 meters. Nice, Crazy Crab. What do you think about it? Oh, we got a bunch of birds flying over right here. That was actually a hit. I'm just trying to get used to this 10 gauge's really slow bullet velocity. It has the potential to reach out there and touch stuff, but you gotta kind of fine tune that accuracy just a little bit. That must be a huge relief, Speedy. Finally check that dude off the list. I think we killed them all? What in the world? I mean, it kind of seems that way, Grim. We definitely shot a lot. And this isn't the first time we've done something like this, and I'm kind of surprised that we haven't shot a diamond or rare yet. Now all they need to do is put a motor in this thing and we're good to go. Shooting a lot of gold tufteds. At range, I just can't quite get that zeroing down. This is freaking wild. Oh, this guy's even rendered in. Yeah, they are. They're just pretty far. Well, it's hard. With this new shotgun, it's actually kind of harder. Okay, we got him. There we go. Sheesh. I guess if they're within that like 75 meter range, yeah, you can smoke them, but Kind of hard to tell the, judge that distance. Look at our session score just from shooting all these ducks. That's crazy. There's just a little bit of hunting pressure here. We may try a redeploy. Alright, we're going to try redeploy, I think. Just to kind of fix, because we obviously erased every need zone in the world here. Not saying they won't come back and won't continue to come back, but how many ducks we shot so far visualized. Alright, I think we got all of our decoys. We still have enough carry to pick this guy up. We do not. Well, luckily we don't actually need this tent because we're just going right over here. That's insane. 1,200 hours to get that dude to spawn. That goes to show, man, super rares are super rare. How many of these do I have? Sheesh. Far too many than we need, I can say that. We don't need 30 of them to deploy it at once, that's for sure. Just keep falling in the water. Oh my goodness. At least we can place them as we're falling. We have to get some goose decoys out as well. That was wild. I think some goose decoys. The geese will be interesting to test this thing out too, because birdshot is right there at the cusp of not being able to like take those guys down. It's not as many as we need, but because they're already in the area, I'm hoping that's just enough to attract them in. And I'm trying to get, when I'm rapid firing them like that, I'm trying to get those dudes to actually like, something's got to hit, you know? This is insane. We've got just a smorgasbord of waterfowl flying over us. Geese, ducks, widgeon, all kind. Look at all of them. This might actually be a really good spot. This is insane. I've never seen this much waterfowl. This could get super interesting. We just had a super flock land right here. Oh, we way overshot that guy. This is insanity. Of course, the one goose collar that I didn't bring with me. Time to test the range out of this guy. That's a hit. All right, we got some Canadians coming in. Let's see if we can get them to land, calm down a little bit, and just bust them up as they come off the water. Birdshot just isn't strong enough to shoot them out of the sky unless they're super, super close. So many waterfowl. Yeah, this gun's got insane range. You just got to kind of equate for that slow velocity. All right, let's collect what we shot, and then we're gonna put the new 300 to through its paces. This might be a good set of range here. We hit that guy. That is insane. Just look at the spread out and how far out those pellets are going on the lake. That's crazy. Now it's time for a straight up meme session with the new guns. Now, obviously the 454 isn't new, but the speed loader is, and I think we're going to do some damage against some bison over here on Yukon Valley. So we've got a lot of hunting pressure, but I'm going to get over here and just start unloading on them. there's some moose, or not moose, gray wolves there, spooking our critters away. I don't think we can make a shot this far away with the 454, but we're gonna try it. That's actually a hit. Is it a good one though? Did it have enough oomph to actually punch through? I don't think it did. Let's try. They're gonna be cooperative. That reload speed's insane. I almost wonder if it'd be more beneficial to throw the reflex on here, you know? 300 quick action? Guess you can only shoot bison if you find bison. Typically there's a bunch down here, but Rix is reporting he's not seeing squat. Alright, with the trusty help of Rix here, we're going to try to eliminate this entire herd of bison. Nothing too crazy with them. Just a standard herd. Let's let her rip, potato chip. All right, that worked out pretty good. That's very impressive. At 300 plus meters, that angle, and we're getting vital hits. Change of plans, folks. We got a better idea. Rix is a genius. I'll be right back, though. Enjoy the beautiful scenery of Yukon Valley. So, Rix has had some nuisance Banteng invading his map. He's asked us to come help him out, getting rid of them. So, of course, we've got to use the new 300. Why not? This is just going to be a meme playthrough. We're shooting them all in sight. Did I miss every single shot? Yeah, I did, but it was a lot of fun doing it. I was also 0 for 300, so that explains some things. going on, Nova? I like how Rix and I both instinctively were shooting at that stubble coil with the new 300. New 300 versus Fox. Pretty effective, folks. Oh, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Rix has eyes on a level 9 saltwater crocodile. I don't actually see it. It's a 5. Maybe that's him there. Let's get up a little bit closer to Rix. I'm pretty excited because I'm not... There it is. Look at that dude. 883 to 1053. Gonna get a little bit close. I'm gonna get right up next to Rix here. Hopefully we can get a decent shot of him getting a shot on a potential diamond alligator. I've got his name turned off, so I don't actually see Rix. His camouflage, there he is. We got that hunter's orange highly visible there in the forest. As to not potentially ruin the hunt here, we're not going to go any further. Rix using the new 300. That's a shot. He's dropping in health. He got him. Nice. How was that? What'd you guys end up doing? Now the painful waiting game. As that dude slowly floats over here. Hopefully he's not a troll. Alright, the moment of truth. It's a diamond. Let's stop in there, Rix. Never mind. It was a diamond, however. So there we go. We haven't found Bentang yet, but we got a diamond getting under the belts. No, but what'd you guys end up doing at the party? Just hanging out? I'm really struggling with the idea of just 300 only, which essentially is all we have, but actually actively engage other targets other than class 9 animals. So, I mean, we did shoot the fox, and we did try to shoot a quail, but take it serious. All right. We're fast traveling to Rick's now. He's got eyes on a huge herd of Banting. He's already firing shots, so maybe he's help, or it needs help. We're going to try to assist. I hear gators. World's strongest croc right there, let me tell you. Got all kinds of dead bodies. I hear a fox. There he is. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we got a level 5 fox that Rick's just beat us to the punch. We gotta make sure he's down. He is. Again, the effectiveness of the 300 against Red Fox is very apparent, and we probably shouldn't shoot anymore, but I can make no guarantees. That would have been a good choice too. And honestly, next Monday when we come back, that may not be too far off what we end up doing. Like, I just want to have some fun with this. And a hog deer running from us. If we weren't so close to the lake, we'd introduce him to the new 300. But just in case there's some giant bantang down here, we don't want to spook them. Now, if we do need to get careful, if it's a class 4 animal, we do at the 454, we can get sneaky and get them. My favorite type of donut, probably just a regular old glazed donut, maybe some like vanilla icing on there, you know? Again, if we weren't so close to this lake, we would absolutely put a 200 grain 300 round through them. Alright, we got some wild cows up here, and this seems just ripe for the picking for this 300. If I can hold it together accuracy-wise, we're going to get a little bit closer. I just want to make sure there's nothing else here. There is another group further down. We may need Rick's assistance on this. I think we'll wait on old Rick's here. Black licorice needs to be banned, to be quite honest. I know we're spending tons of money to other nations and everything and our big military budget, but let's go ahead and fund getting rid of black licorice. We just got the green light. Start with the biggest first, obviously. Yes, I went out on my way to shoot the red fox. Let's go on, Cynical Dan. Let's see. So Your weapon wheel ammo change no longer works right. Make sure that your ammo is actually in your inventory. I've done that a few times where, like, if I buy it, I don't realize if it wasn't in my inventory before, it might have actually got put back in your store. So make sure that's not what's going on first. If it is, my ammo change seems to be working fine. Got a lot of bodies to collect down. We got a few more up here. That's a big guy. We might take a poke at him. Completely missed, hit a tree. That's cool. That's a good point too. I didn't think about that. Yeah, if you're using that new shotgun, that's absolutely the case. Have a good one, Crazy Crab. I appreciate you stopping by, man. Good to see you every time. That's really weird. Are you on PC or console? I would definitely put a support ticket in on that. Are you using a controller? Also, check your key bindings too, just in case with a new update like that, they could have smoked your key bindings. Dang, yeah, that sounds like a legit bug then, unfortunately. I'm curious what all that they may have broken with this. Because it wasn't just guns that they added. They actually updated the game, so I'm curious to see what is going to be completely bonkers, and that be maybe start of something. Again, I can't emphasize it enough, folks. This new 300 is just probably my new favorite Fox gun. I mean, it just does really stinking good. All jokes, of course, but... I think it's time, though, if we can get close enough to test out the ability of this new speed loader. I keep forgetting that you can customize your binoculars now, too. We're going to have to do that. Nice. Red Dead's a great game, man. Have you 100% completed it yet? Beat the game that many times. Surely you've 100%ed it. I don't know how well this is going to work out, but that's a hit. Probably bad one. unfortunately. But no matter, we can just, boom, we're reloaded, ready to rock. No clue where this Benteng went. Oh, here we go. We got a warning call. Hoping we can get close enough. That way we can start hammering these dudes with the 454. And quite honest, we could probably hit them from here. And in fact, we're going to go ahead and try it. They're already fleeing. So you can see just how quick we can shoot this thing now. And then that reload is so slick. So, like this. Yeah, now I'm using soft points. Now I'm using poly tips. At 112 meters, the fact that the 454 was able to double long this thing, that's pretty impressive. And the fact that we can shoot it that quick, we're really going to have to start using this gun a lot more. Didn't know if that 454 would have enough to punch through it that far or not. Getting a big dark over here, isn't it? You can hear Rick shooting. Maybe we can intercept whatever he's shooting at. Saw far away Rick's there. I'm gonna go my own map real quick here and try to shoot a few more before we shut her down for the evening. Again, folks, when you're just memeing around, unfortunately, that one's getting away. I will say with the update, my aim feels a little bit snappier, a little more dialed in. Even though we have missed a lot, I'm just saying as far as like the bullets are kind of going where I'm wanting to go. Wouldn't you know it, there's no Bantang. It's a big, potentially good opportunity, however. Oh, nope, we've got some Bantang back over here. Pretty far away, nothing special. Oh! Oh my goodness. Not only do we have a 5 medium Bantang, we have a level 4 max weight 134 to 145. We've got 2 potential diamonds in the same herd here. What I'm kind of wanting to try here is put the actual utility side of a semi-automatic 300. I mean, this is the perfect use scenario right here. We're going to try to get 2 for 1. I mean, dependent on which way he turns around, we could very easily get him if he turns around the right way, but I want to kind of keep walking here and trying to get a better angle on him. All right, I think this is our shot here. We're probably going to try to get to this tree. All right. There he is, and there he is. We're obviously going to focus first on the 5. There we go. Back to back. He's dropping. Our 5's dropping. That worked out beautifully, and I honestly don't think that would have been possible whatsoever with the bolt action. Maybe get it over there quick enough. He did have a sluggish reaction, but had we needed to put another round in either of those, that's something this gun could do that the OG 300 cannot. I was going for a headshot. All right, here's our moment of truth. We've got a big fat troll, or do we have a brand new diamond to add to the 2024 lodge? It's a diamond, 142.33. So there we have it. Our very first diamond with the new 300 is a Banteng. These things are fairly common. If you shoot enough of them, you're absolutely going to see one, but it's a diamond nonetheless. The very first for the 300. So let's see if we got diamond number 2. This guy definitely had a potential to make it. He is a diamond. Oh my gosh. Back to back. Same herd. And actually, folks, I just realized this is our 5 medium. The other guy was the potential diamond. He ended up making it. And he was actually bigger than the 5. That might be one of the craziest things I've seen in a very long time. I mean, who'd have thunk we come out here to just kind of have some troll-like fun with the new 300, shoot everything in sight with it. We ended up getting back-to-back diamonds. Like, that's Call of the Wild for you. Had we come out here to purposely hunt for diamond Banteng, we would have never found them. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty stoked about that. Thought we were a little bit closer to the coast. Apparently not. Gotta do some walking. I mean, do we get a cherry on top and there is a 9 legendary crocodile down here? And that right there, folks, put your revolver in the loadout. Just the utility side of this 454. Oh, he's actually going to go aggressive. This could get interesting. Make sure we've got no diamonds running at us here. And again, this gun, I'm telling you, is one of the most underrated, overpowered guns in the game. Oh my gosh. Everything in the world is running along this beach right now. There's a fox, and in this episode, we're legally obligated to shoot it. No shot? I thought that was a... I thought that might have been a melanistic. I'm not going to lie, folks. It could be. I have no idea. The color's a little weird. We might want to investigate this a little bit closer. Okay, nope, that looks to be just a regular old-fashioned... I mean, it obviously does well against the Bantang. Let's see what this can do here with this kind of arrangement. Can't let the fox get away. And there you have it, folks. The 300 is the best fox gun in the game. All jokes aside, I mean, this was a pretty awesome hunt. These guns are a ton of fun to use. If you guys don't have the pack, I highly suggest you do get it. And we're obviously not done with this stuff. So before we go, let's go ahead, visit the Trophy Lodge, put our twin Bantang in there. All right, so I think these placards are going to do our Bantang wonders. this was just such a crazy hunt. I mean, the literal intention was just to come out here, have fun, rip some 300 rounds at some Bantang and pretty much everything else, and we ended up in the Trophy Lodge. I don't know how many nights, you know, we spend trying to get diamonds to put in here, and when we're not even taking the game seriously at all, here we are in the Trophy Lodge. It's a HyperX. But we'll be back next Monday with some more, hopefully 300 fun and everything else fun. But, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys on the next one.